Hello everyone, and welcome back to League Racing. So then it has been quite a while since, well, since the last video, and even longer time since the last League Race, of course. The last League Race video was actually a video of me winning the championship in America last year, and I haven't actually, well, I won't say yet, I haven't uploaded the video of Brazil, and I probably won't. Ownage disconnected, starting to have a battle with him, then he disconnected, and it was a little bit of a boring race, so I'm pretty much going to skip out on that one. But here we are in the next season anyway, Season 8 for Apex Online Racing, and a very much a change field. If you don't know already, Ownage has now unfortunately retired from the league. He's basically got bored of this game. He's going to go and play some other games really, and I'm sure I'll see him on track at some point, but not in this game anytime soon by the sounds of it, so we'll see how that happens. But anyway, it looks like we've got a lot of fast people here, particularly as the fact that I've had 2 laps already. I'm only in position 8 of 15 in Australia here, the first race of course of the season, so quite a long way back. And I'm not practicing so much this season as I was last season either. I plan on practicing for about 2 hours or so per race, start about 6 o'clock for the race, 8 o'clock on a Sunday, so not practicing really a lot at all. So not expecting to be on the pace. I'm just hoping for podiums in every single race if I can. If I can score a podium in every race, I'm really happy with that. So just look at level up there. My rear tyres are a little bit colder than I'd like, so I just need to do a little bit of dancing with the throttle now to try and get them all warmed up. But almost then coming towards the end of this out lap, so ready for my qualifying lap. Can have just enough time to set one more lap. But looks like I'm on 30.0 at the moment, but half a second or 6/10 off the pole position time. It's a long way. Look at that, lots of wheel spin, just desperately trying to get these rears warmed up. And of course got the throttle and brake overlay on the left hand side there. So full wet rain then. I've kept my dry setup as well. We'll see this setup in just a minute, but absolutely full wet rain as we can see, which it has been all session, so I should be able to improve my lap hopefully. And we'll have the throttle. Oh, huge amounts of oversteer. They're right off the track, just touched the barrier there as well, and using curves now. That's definitely compromised me for the start of this lap. Gonna have compromised speed and rolling to 7 back here. So I'm a good few seconds behind the gears here, but they're breaking later than last lap, at least right down to 3rd gear. Nail the apex nicely, nail the exit nicely, just try not to cut or extend, which is very tricky to do on this track, it must be said, particularly in the wet, and particularly when you're trying to push for a quality lap. But managed to absolutely nail that first corner, couldn't got any close to the limits without crossing them if I tried. Braking nice down there, pretty smooth there. You don't want to lock your brakes, of course, particularly as I know it was a really sweet first corner, so you don't want to mess that up. Oh, bit of oversteer on the exit there, but we'll get away with that. Didn't lose too much time, but maybe a tiny bit, but I should be quite a considerable way up. I didn't have a great first set to last lap, and indeed 4.5 tenths up, so that's pretty much up, ready for pole position. So that'd be amazing if I could get pole from 8th position. A pretty sweet final corner, just dancing around, not quite, could have taken a bit more speed through there, but able to do it, I'll take it. Braking quite late now, right down to 2nd gear, again need to nail the curb but not extend, which is again I've managed to do nicely. Not quite full throttle still, now we're full throttle. Very tricky, that's easy full throttle in a dry, but you have to be a little bit more careful in the wet, otherwise you get a lot of wheel spin. So are we still up then? Are we still up? We are indeed, but we've managed to lose 2 tenths in the middle sector then, so absolutely nail the first apex, and oh, I had to correct there heavily, and I run very wide there. Get very bit quickly back on the track, and technically that was illegal because I extended, but I'm going to continue this lap purely because I would have had a massive cut, but I had to turn quite heavily out the corner. I don't believe I gained an advantage by extending the track there, purely because I had to turn away from the corner, right on the apex there, so I run almost off the track there once again. And yeah, very quickly turn back on the track, got lots of wheel spin, so I don't think I gained an advantage there, but we're almost at the end of the lap now. Just need to try and have a sweet exit. Oh, bit of oversteer there once again, all over the curb. Lose the rest of my curves now for the run to line then. Can I improve my lap? I think I will be able to improve it. Well, how far will I be able to improve it up to? Let's have a look. It's a 1 minute 29.687 up to 3rd position. I will absolutely take that, and look how close that was. Look how close, 8 tenths of a second for the top 12 cars. So we might have lost Ownage, but I tell you what, this league is not lost any of its competitiveness, as it in fact it's gained some. So looking for a good season by the look of that. And that was a wet session as well, bearing in mind. So 4-1 wings was running there, so quite a high front wing. I haven't adjusted my setup for the wet at all, I never do really, especially this forecast for a mostly dry race. And we'll have a quick look in a second. 26% probability of chance of rain in this race, so it is going to rain at some point. And start on the primes there, got a bit of an alternative strategy, and heading for 8 laps on each set of primes, and then going for I think it was 4 or 5 laps at the end there on options. So in previous games then, that's my new teammate as well, is amusing. He was a split 3, so bottom split champion, and managed to qualify in split 1, so good job from him. And here we go then, so 3rd, we haven't had with that Kifler, just too much ahead of there on pole, but only a couple of tenths down, not too bad. We're going to lean now, ready to go to Rich on the start. Here we go, the 5 lights. I've started taking full throttle starts now, purely because you can lose more time. You can gain a little bit by doing a more careful start, but you can lose more than gain most of the time. And clearly lost time there on the start, having harder tyres. And still in 3rd place there just about, but oh, been absolutely monster, been inside by 2 people there. As the 3rd gets pushed off by the Red Bull there by the looks of it. It's one of the first fat first by the looks of it, sorry. And I used all of my curves now to try and go back from the outside. If I could get into 3rd position again, that'd be awesome. Managed to outbrake him there, but oh, Jack first brakes very late, and it's going to be completely pushed off the circuit there. Absolutely nothing I could have done about that. And that's just cost me. Oh, the guy get on the outside of me, no he won't, not quite. And that's cost me, what, 3 positions, effectively, by getting squeezed out there. But it's my fault. That almost always happens at Australia. And I just, yeah, when I didn't really think about it, I just went for it really, and it didn't quite work out. I think I could have got to the inside anyway, but anyway, I'm on 7th position anyway, it's not too bad. Could certainly be worse with this apparently tight field. Just try and defend now, let the race settle down. Hopefully I can overtake some guys, especially these guys are on options, and in practice these were only lasting 4 laps, these option tyres, so really not long at all. As Furkan's had a bad accident, they're going to go up his inside into the next corner, then can I make it stick? And he's still there, so I have to give him a little bit of room, lots of room. Run a little bit wide in the exit there though, but he gave me just about enough room. But looks like some guys coming that side. It is a couple of his name, KLA, I'm calling him. And he's like, I'm on the inside, but no, nice move by him there. Well judged, must be said. He's a new guy, very well judged there. Nicely brake, but I'm going to dive inside again here. Not going to make it so easy as that. He's still on my inside here. Can I make it work on the outside? I'm going to go for it, squeeze him on the apex there, get a good exit, and it looks like I managed to do it. So I'm going to go inside to the next corner, and yes, I can indeed. There we go then. So awesome move by him there to go on the outside of me, but I managed to get it back by remaining on the inside. And just sticking to the inside here. Don't want to have him dive at the inside, but he's not going to be close enough. And nail the first apex nicely there. So tricky. You've got to absolutely nail that corner, otherwise you just lose loads of time. But you've also got to not cut it, of course. It's really tricky, this track. As we're coming right down to first gear now, and they've all run wide behind me. Look, that's why I don't like being in the pack, because that usually does happen. So if they're behind you, they generally just shove you on the track, off the track with them. So that just has a little bit of gap there, enabled me to gain a bit of time on the guys behind. And what is it? Almost a second already, so that's good. But I expect they will be faster than me, because of course I'm on the slower prime tyres, but my tyres will last longer, so we'll see how it plays out. But look at that gap to P1 already then, with that bit of battle in there. And I can tell you, I worked it out. I think it's the end of this lap. It's 8 seconds to P1, which is Kifler. So a huge amount of time already to P1, but of course I am on the primes, I'm on alternative strategy, so I'm not crying too much at the moment. In P6 it's not too bad, it's still a solid amount of points. And nice sweep there, managed to not extend the track at all, which is very easy to extend in that corner. So yeah, not too worried at the moment. Just now got to settle into my rhythm, settle into my pace, see how hard I can push these prime tyres. And like I said, I did a little bit of race practice, but not a lot. Breaking a little bit deep there, but we'll get away with that. Managed to recover it nicely by giving a little bit of throttle as the rear wheels were under rotating there, and locked slightly. Made them when they were under rotating, so give it a bit of throttle to stop them doing that, and I managed to recover it nicely. And here we go, then we skip straight ahead then to what will be lap 5 from lap 3, so a couple of laps ahead. And looks like Furkan is about to close right up. Just look at this, he's got loads of DRS. We're going to defend here though, because I believe he will be pitting probably this lap. I'm a bit surprised he didn't pit last lap, but oh, loads of it. That's pushed me right out wide. He'll almost certainly have me now. I'm going to go to Rich anyway, but I'm not going to bother with Kurz, because I believe he's got me, and there we go. Yep, there we go. He's run a little bit deep there, but I wouldn't imagine I'd be able to get him now. Nice move by him there. It was my mistake that caused the move, but he did need to keep his head, which he managed to do nicely. And I'll have a look at the inside, but I wouldn't imagine I'd be able to outbrake him with these tyres. No, I can't. He's got so much more grip than me. Look at that. I have a better exit once again, though, so I'm going to be close to him again. All over his slipstream. I'm trying to avoid the slipstream for now, because otherwise I'd be too close to him. Now I want some slipstream ready to start the inside of him, but no, again, he's going to be too far back. He's braking so much later than me at the moment. Lots of wheel spin there, and no, not going to get him now. So hopefully just try and stick with him now to get DRS and get lots of slipstream. Like I say, I was expecting him to pit the end of this lap, but he's got a lot of grip. And that's why I was having a look at the inside there, thinking he wouldn't have much grip. But he has got a lot of grip. And I realise I haven't used much curves there, so I have to use a lot of it down the straight. But it's his front left that goes off first, so that was this corner. And look at that, he's got more grip than me, if anything, through there. About the same grip we've got. So, oh, got the front way too early though, right out in the gravel. That was completely my mistake. Probably won't get DRS now. It's going to be close. I'm not sure if I'll get it or not, will I? Yes, I do. Just about. Must have been close. But yeah, I expect him to be in the pits now. There's a few people in the pits here, you can see. So I'm back up to 4th position. But I did expect him in the pits then. But look, all the way to lap 7, and he's still not in the pits with his option tyres. I was expecting 4 laps on these tyres. That was with qualifying, must be said. But 7 tyres, I expect he will pit now. Yes, he's losing loads of time. Hence me being so close to him there. I probably would have nailed him into his first corner if he stayed out. So he's decided to pit. And you see my front left is worn there, but not too badly there. And we skip straight ahead then to lap 10. And you can see that I am due to pit. I was due to pit on lap 8, but since Furkan was able to push it that much longer, I was furiously working in out of my head whilst trying to drive the car quickly. Whether it was switching to a 2-stop, and I decided to switch to a 2-stop. I was thought about going prime, option to the end, all the options to the end, and look at that, front left's just gone off, pushed me straight off the circuit. Yeah, I did think about going all options to the end, because I saw how quick the options were, but instead I decided to go 1 stop less and go for 2 sets of primes. So it's only going to be a 2-stop for me now, and I think I managed to avoid Kifler getting DRS on behind me. I'm hoping he's going to go for 3 stops, so at the moment he hasn't quite got a pit stop on me, but not far off it. But I am, of course, about to fit much fresher tyres than him, so I've gone through the slower phase, which he hasn't done yet. So pretty decent stop there, 3 seconds. I'll take that. And look at this, a big clump of cars. That's another motivation. I was trying to get ahead of these clump of cars. There's a little clump here, so I was about ahead of the clump behind. I'm not too worried. This clump will definitely get past me. Clump behind's going to be a little bit close, but I should be okay. Yep, I'm okay, no problems. A little bit close, but I did practice this pit exit look to absolutely nail it just like that. Nail the corner, take as much speed as possible through there because you do lose time. And that's why I've used lots of curves here. Look, I've used half of my curves to try and make sure that KLA doesn't get past me behind. You see, he has managed to pull up a lot closer, but he will have much more worn tyres than me. So I shouldn't have too many issues keeping him behind now. I did need to keep him behind at that phase. Because I can now just push. And Christian also, I haven't mentioned him. Christian then overhead there. He has now rejoined the league, which is good to see. He, of course, not last season, I think the season before that, he, of course, was in it, along with Victor and Mike. And very, very quick guys. I'm expecting Christian to be my main championship rival. Despite not practicing, he's not practicing much either. And along with him, Kifler, probably Granu as well. That's the main guys I'm expecting to be championship rivals, of course. Perhaps Thurkin as well, but other than that, not really too sure. Oh, managed to get a lot more front end grip than I expected there. But yeah, other than the newer guys, that's generally who I expect to be competing in the championship. Mainly Christian, to be honest with you, because he's the most consistent guy that I know, along with me. It's consistency you need to mount a championship fight, which I haven't really seen from any of the other guys I mentioned there last season at least. But perhaps being in the hunt this year will bring some consistency out of them, but we'll see. So there we go, not quite full fight on that final course, still just to avoid a little bit of wheel spin. And a nice big gap to KLA behind now. Not a big gap, but big enough. And there's a Christian pit ahead then. Did he, or did he just manage to overtake? I'm not too sure, to be honest. I forgot my car. He's always in catering. No, I think he is still ahead. He's just up ahead there, I believe. Could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, so Christian qualified quite far down. Actually, I'm a bit annoyed I forgot to mention him up until now, but sorry about Christian. He's, yeah, he qualified, I think. He qualified something like a second off the pole pace, so a long way back for him. I did not expect that. He was running the dry setup like me. I didn't expect him to be that far down. And something like 12th position, so a long way back. But, well, just the fact that he's ahead of me at the moment on the track shows that he has obviously got good pace, and he will have throughout the rest of the season, I don't doubt, for 1 second. But I managed to close on these guys nicely now then. They will be on worn tyres. Of course, on brand new tyres, so in their slipstream now, I am closing up. So I could do with not battling for too long, just getting past them, because they will be slower than me. Particularly as the tyres start to wear more and more. Mine aren't too bad. You see, taking multiple adjustments there to try and avoid cutting and extending. Managed to do it in all corners, so that was good. And just 8/10 now, so I should get DRS as long as I can nail these last couple of corners. And look at that. F1 Daniel J breaks much earlier than me through there. Probably mainly his worn tyres. He's being very cautious of them. And again, look at this, just closing right up, and I'm going to have a look on the outside here and see if we can outbrake him. And I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to squeeze him there because I know how bad his tyres are. And there we go. Move done round the outside there. That is not a corner. You'd normally be doing that, but his tyres must be really quite bad. Oh, looks like he's had a half spin there. I don't know if he touched the pit wall, but he certainly came very close to it. And I did manage to just about sneak DRS on Christian ahead as well. Just 7/10 between me and him now. And I wouldn't imagine a little bit wide there. The extra speed of DRS. I try to compensate for it, but it's never easily done. But I've got DRS once again, of course. It's 1 detection point for this track. 2 activation points. And look at this, I'm nice and close to him now, but it's not going to be an easy cookie to overtake, even with the worn tyres. He's never been easy to overtake. I don't expect he will be now. I wonder if how much fight he'll put up. He'll probably know I'm faster than him, because I've got much fresher tyres. So we're about to find out how much defence he's going to put up. A little look up the inside there, but he knew that that wasn't the overtaking spot. It's too far back for that. It is, but not when you're that far back. Almost in the grass there for me, but just managed to stay on track. And nice and close to now, all up in his slipstream, gaining on hugely, but not going to be close enough to get him into this corner. I just concentrate on not cutting or extending, which I managed to do nicely. Christian's had a massive extension, but bear in mind, other cars aren't quite accurately placed on track. On his screen, he could have been fully on the track there, for all I know. So don't judge it on what I see, judge it on what you see on his video. And very close to him. I'll have a look at the inside. No, I decided against it on Christian. Perhaps other drivers I'd have had a little look, but he's very slow in the apex there. Okay, perhaps other drivers I probably would have had a little look, particularly the newer drivers I don't know yet, but Christian, I know him. And I know that he would not stand for that. As you saw, it wouldn't have worked. I couldn't brake later than him, and he's just going to let me pass there. And he's got DRS and lots of curves and fresher tyres, so he's not going to bother me too much. So I run a little bit deep there, though. Christian's had a nice exit there. Will he have another go? I'm going to use a bit of curves just to make sure of it. As I said, I know Christian's a very good racer, so I'm not take any chances with him. I could quite easily get stuck behind him. Stay to the inside of the track, get it all slowed down nicely, nail it to the apex, and move done. There we go. He will now fall back from me, no doubt, with of course more one tyres than me. But I'm up past Christian now, up to 5th position. Of course, we still don't quite know what's going on with pit stops. I know some people might have already even taken a second stop by now. Oh, as Christian almost gets into the barrier there. I've done that quite a few times, just get a little bit too much wheel spin there, spin up the tyres and it pushes you wide. As a back up to Firkin then, this is for the lead of the race now. So same situation as earlier, but of course Firkin did pit those few laps earlier than me, and once again he's just peeling the pits there, gifting me DRS as well. And once again there, sending me to pit, but I did 10 laps on the first set of primes, so in order to get to the end I need to do at least 10 on the second set, but if I only do 10 I have to do 9 laps on the options when considering I only planned for 4. Firkin did 7 earlier in the race, so that's definitely possible, but that was with high fuel, so I'm planning to do 11 laps on the second set of primes, which will take me up to lap 21, and then pit for 8 laps at the end on a set of options. That's my plan, and I'm thinking most of the front runners are going to stick with 3 stops, but not sure yet. But now my concentration is all on Kiffler, much fresher tyres than me. He is of course the theoretical leader of the race. I haven't pitted yet, he has, and now my sole aim is to keep him behind me for as long as possible, because I believe he is going to do a 3 stop, so this will be effectively a fight for the lead, so I'm going to hold him up as much as possible with my 1 tyres. Don't give him any room there. He didn't use it anyway, he ran a little bit deep. That's pushing him right back on me there. So he's a little way back from me, he's not going to be challenging me into this corner. But he will have a much better second part of the chicane. So first part I'm okay, because my tyre's okay. This is when you really hurt with 1 tyre, but I got away with it, and he's run very wide there, but not really gained anything on me at least, so that's good. And this corner I will suffer. You see that. And look at that. How much more speed taking. I have to go to the defensive line there again. I will defend hard against Kiffler. Oh, a bit deep there. He's going to have a look on the outside, but I wouldn't imagine that will work. He's almost got me on the outside there, but no. Yeah, it's back out of it there. Wasn't going to work. Not on me. A bit of wheel spin there. Lots of curves left though. I'm going to go to Rich as well. As I said, I will defend very hard against Kiffler, because I believe this is the fight for the lead effectively once I pit it again. And I wouldn't be able to get me on the outside there. No, he won't. I got on the throttle there quite early, ran a little bit wide there, but he's going to be all over me this time, and we'll have DRS scores. I'm using lots of curves to try and stay ahead. Rich mixture as well. And can I get also down? I can, just about nicely. And again, trying to hold the apex. You can try and go on outside here, but I doubt that's going to work. No, it's not. He's backed out of it. So, all over the curb there, but again, Kiffler is still behind, so I've done a good job so far, and you can tell I've held him up, because Uma wasn't I think about a second away from him. And, I think I did get, yeah, I definitely got a shove there on the apex. And, he will now be past me, because he'll be inside in this next corner. And Uma's going to have a little look as well. And will they battle, and that will let me through? No, Uma's backed out of it, so allow me to take the apex nicely. And there we go, there's Kiffler then. So I won't bother battling Uma too hard. He's just going to hold me up. I'm going to pit next lap anyway. But yeah, I must have had a Kiffler up by a good few seconds there, so that was my target. I'll take that. And in his slipstream release, and hopefully we'll get DRS as well, which will certainly help me with just pure lap time, just pure pace. Oh, he's brake very early there. That took me by surprise. And I still just about managed to keep it on track, despite taking a far from optimal line, trying to avoid Kiffler and braking. He braked very early there. I don't know if that was me, but I did feel like he braked a lot early there. And gonna have to do one more lap. I would like to put on that lap, because these tyres are quite worn now, and I've got DRS and a bit of curves then, so looks like Uma didn't have much curves, because he wasn't able to get an advantage on me there. But I'm not going to defend. I would be quite happy for him to get up the inside here, but no, he's going to back out of it. I'll brake very late, and too late off the track there. And I expect he will get me now. I'm surprised if he doesn't, but I'm still going to stick to the inside. Interestingly, I probably should let him have the inside line then. And very deep there though. That was a mistake there. Didn't want to go that deep. But got away with it looks a bit, and looks like Uma will be now on the outside. Yes, got to give him some room on the inside now. Managed to stay full throttle through there just about though. As Firkin does the fastest lap of the race, and Uma will have the outside line here. Might be able to skate around the outside of me. Yes, I've got no right hand grip. Front left tyre is completely gone. I'm still side by side with Uma. Don't really want to be. I don't want to be battling. I'm losing time. I'd rather not lose this much time. But I'll let him go now. There we go. And he's run a little bit deep there though, so he's going to be very close to him once again coming to this next corner. And Jack first going to have a little look around the outside there. Again, be happy to let him go through there. There we go, going to lean. I just want these two to get it on with it now. As Jack first took by surprise, breaking a little bit early there. But yeah, that's it. I'm pitting this up now anyway, but I will be very slow through these couple of corners. These are both double right-hand corners, particularly this one relies heavily on the front left. As you're braking to the corner, putting all the weight on the front left tyre, it really does hammer it. Same with this one really, but not quite so much, but it's just because it's a higher speed one, it does suffer. Right, onto first gear there. And here we go, I'm going to go to options then. So 8 laps on options to the end. And So I'm currently in 4th then. 4th place coming into the pits. That's pretty good, but where will I be when I exit the pits? Looks like a massive gap there. I'll be in that huge gap, which will be good because that will mean I can push like hell on my options and just really try and make a few positions, because I expect most people still got to stop again. Certainly most of the big guys that have just overtaken me. So let's make sure I come out ahead of this guy who's coming down the pit straight now, which I will indeed do without any issues. There's a crown by the looks of it. It's obviously the pits as well, so there we go, no problems, miles ahead of him. And you see there, I had to take a couple of stabs at the first corner and still cut it. And I can tell you now, I was hugely surprised by the amount of grip these option tyres gave me, which you might see into this corner, will you? Brake pretty late there, but still got to slow down plenty of time and took lots of curb. And look at that, just couldn't get the throttle down enough there. These tyres give so much grip, and once I've been on these tyres, I wish I did the whole race on them. I think I would have been better to do a 3-stop running options the whole race, because these tyres, I was struggling not to cut corners. That is how much front end grip they gave me. Really lots of grip. And again, a couple of stabs at the corner and still managed to cut the corner. It's it's totally different worlds to the previous set of tyres. I know they were worn, but even so, these are giving absolutely phenomenal grip. I can tell you, I look back on it, and again, a little bit of a corner cut there, need to be a bit careful. I did look back on it. My first fastest lap of the race was something like a 25.4. So then, as you can see, I gained a second. 10 laps later, with 10 laps less fuel, I gained a second on the second set of primes, and it's 10 laps later again, so 10 laps less fuel again. And I've gone to option tyres, so how much will I gain on these tyres? And look at that, it just sticks. Really, so much grip, and there's no one in the pits just yet, so that means we're going to push on this lap then, and hopefully by the time everyone comes out of pits, particularly those guys that had just overtaken me, who was Jack first and Firkin, wasn't it? Hopefully when they pit, I'll be ahead of them. That's the plan. And that was sweet there. Look how early I got on the floor, and it still managed to not extend the track. That was insane. You got so just, I think, I mean, it might have been before the apex, or maybe at least on it. And I still managed to get there, and braking very late now, a little bit too deep that time, but we'll get away with it. Still didn't touch the curb. And on throttle through there, again, can take even more throttle through there without any issues. And these tyres are absolutely insane. They will wear quickly, don't get me wrong, but they are purple, no surprise there. With how much good these tyres again, could take more speed through there for sure. Had to straighten the wheel and get on throttle earlier than I would normally do, to try and recover some of the lack of speed I've gone through there. Braking very late once again, and almost cut. Wow, almost extended, don't think I did, but it's pretty close. And it is starting to rain now, so it's just spitting with rain. So I think now I would rather it didn't rain. I'm not really too sure, as once again still purple there. I think I'd probably rather it didn't rain. I'm not really too sure. I think I'd rather it rain, but not enough to put inters on, because I'm pretty good with changing conditions like that. And again, just nailing these corners. Only 8 seconds to Christian ahead, so he'll have to pit again, so I should be able to get in without too many issues. There's a few cars in the pits. There's quite a few cars in the pits, with 3 cars by the looks of it. And this should be a purple lap then. Almost full throttle through there, not far off it. A little bit of curves here. And this should be a purple lap then. How much up am I on my previous best? And that's a full 2 seconds. 2 seconds faster than my best on the prime tyres. And, well, that's just insane. So, going from a new set of primes, I gained a second. Go to a new set of options, I gained 2 seconds. So, a second a lap, effectively, is what the options give you. That's insane. It really is. And I believe it would have been faster to do a whole race on options. But there we go. You see now we're on lap 27, and Firkin is absolutely struggling for it. We're going to look on the outside here. Can I try and don't run the outside? And look at that. Clean on the outside of him. He had no chance there. Absolute no chance. He hasn't pitted yet. He was still on the same set of tyres that we last saw him on. So those tyres must be 8, 9 laps old. Really very old. And I think he was hoping for rain to come in a little bit earlier. But it's just not happened. We're still on slicks without too many issues. Lap 27 and 29. So we should be on slicks till the end. I'd imagine it'd be pretty wet on the last lap, but we should be alright. And yeah, I just obviously got a whole pit stop on him and then just nailed my outside. I saw how much he was struggling when we crossed the start-finish line there. I didn't pick it up in the commentary, but I was I think it was 1.3 seconds back on him. So a long way, and in one sector, well, less than a sec. Well, in fact, I was past him by the end of the first sector, so that's how much I'd gained on him. But I could see how much he's struggling from the previous couple of corners. I just thought, I can't get held up with this guy. I've got Jack first hunting me down, who is faster than me this phase of the race, and I can't get held up with this guy. I'm just going to have to go for it, and I decided to just go for it on the outside. It's fat first around wide. That's going to give me a nice, easy overtake, which is good. Give him a little bit of room there. I suspect he'll come to the pits, which he does indeed. And yeah, so I just thought I've just got to go for it right now. So I think this will work because I don't think he's got any grip, and it did indeed. My car just stuck. His just didn't. As we now skip to the final lap of the race, then Jack first is just behind now. He has slowly closed me down. Just half a second behind now. My front left tyre is pretty worn. You can see there by lack of speed through there. Still ran a bit wide and slowed it down more. Going to go to Rich now and use a bit of curves. This is for second position then, so best of the rest. Kifler is absolutely miles ahead. He is completely gone. No chance to catch him. He did, in the end, pull off a 2-stop. But look at that. I've just got no grip. Wet track as well, but my front left is completely gone. And all over the curb there. Don't want to be doing that. Lots of wheel spin. And Jack First has got a little bit of a gap, but not enough. I expect to have to slow down too much. And right, I have to go down to first again, still off the track. That's insane. He just power past me there. There was no way he's going to keep that position. That's fine. I am more than happy to settle third. And look at that, 26 seconds to Kifler. So he has absolutely dominated it. And oh, look at that. Lock my outside tyres can push me into the gravel off the track. Quickly get back on the track. There is cars behind that we're looking for my position. There's three cars closely behind. So come on, get up to speed. Lots of wheels spin, full throttle. We're just desperately trying to get back up to speed. And that's just because the front left is completely gone. When it goes like that, you just get no grip, even under braking. That was the outside tyre under braking. It doesn't, well, wouldn't you normally lock like that. And managed to hold on the track there. But it just had absolutely no grip with it being a bit wet as well. And just locked. I was a little bit cautious on the brakes, just not cautious enough. Braking very early that time, slowing it right down. And even then, struggled to keep on the track. This tyre has completely gone now. And with a 3.5 second gap at the start of this sector, I'm going to run into the gravel. Oh no. And look at that, they're right behind me with 3.5 second gap coming into the sector. And they're going to be right on me come this final corner. And they are indeed. Look at the mirrors. He is right behind me. Christian's run wide there, so that's him out of the picture. Gas going to have to keep it nice and tight here as he gives me a shove there. I'm going to get on full throttle now. Absolutely floor it to the line, and I have got Kers. And that will enable me to keep third position. But, wow, 3.5 seconds I had to that guy. And I was, of course, ahead of Jack First coming into that lap. And look at that. 8 seconds behind him come the end. So my tyres were just a little bit dead at the end there. And must have said smart racing for me at the end there. I managed to hold the inside line and a bit fortunate to get a shove from Gaston, sorry, who Gaston gave me a shove, which and obviously helped me with my speed, but also then that obviously slowed him down, and I just booted it from there. It was the right part of the corner to give me a shove, and that enabled me to keep my third position. But I'll take that. I mean, after qualifying third, which I was pretty happy with, being down at 6th after the start, so I managed to gain 3 positions over the course of the race with on a 2-stop. And considering how dead my tyres were at the end, I will definitely take third. I'm very happy with that. As I said, my target for this season is podiums. If I get third race throughout the whole season, unless someone like Kifler dominates, I'm expecting to be in with a shot at least of the title. Hopefully, if I can, like I say, just consistency, because I haven't seen much consistency from the other drivers as of last season at least, but that could well change this season. So just getting off podiums. I've achieved my target in the first race at least, and you see that's just a 17 race season. Then we have cut out Monza from the schedule, but of course this looks like it should be a very good championship, judging how close that Australian race was, and very much looking forward to Malaysia, which is a bit more of a normal racing track. Pardon me, a bit more of a racing track, and hopefully it'll be a bit of a better race as well, because that one was good, but I definitely think it could have been better with a bit of a tighter field, which I think we will get in Malaysia. So yeah, hopefully the next video will be about next week. I plan to get these videos out a bit earlier than this if I can. I'm hoping to get them out kind of Thursday, Friday time-ish. So hopefully we'll get weekly videos from me now, and I thank you for watching. Bye-bye.